Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down a pretty big shift in how we all shop, and we're going to do it by looking at a modern cannabis delivery service. We'll see how it's mixing high-tech convenience with a really local human touch to completely change the game. So let's just start with something we all know, that feeling. The traffic, the hunt for a parking spot, and then the waiting. These are the classic headaches of pretty much any shopping trip, right?
It's really that simple. For so many things, including cannabis, the traditional trip to the store is just filled with all this friction that we've kind of learned to put up with. But what if we didn't have to anymore?
Okay, so let's start with section 1, the old dispensary hassle. And yeah, it's a story that I'm sure is familiar to shoppers everywhere. Which brings us right to section 2, delivery, the modern solution. This is where we get into the really powerful idea of bringing the entire dispensary experience directly to your front door. Now, the absolute core of this is same-day delivery. Just think about that for a second. This is not your standard online shopping. This is about near instant gratification, getting what you need within a matter of hours, which just completely rewrites what we expect when it comes to speed.
And look, this isn't just some theory. To make this feel real, we're looking at a service that's doing this right now, bringing this modern convenience to people all across Westchester and Rockland County in New York.
So, how does this whole thing work? Well, that brings us to section 3, convenience you can count on. We're going to break down the process from start to finish.
And it really is this simple. Step 1, you just browse a full online menu from, the comfort of your couch. Step 2, you place your order with a few clicks. And step 3, it shows up at your door. Just like that, all those old hassles, the traffic, the parking, the lines, they're completely gone.
And we're not talking about some tiny, limited selection either. This whole model works because you get access to the full range of products: flower, edibles, tinctures, vapes, and you're seeing items from New York's top local brands. You basically get the entire dispensary selection without ever having to leave your house. But here's the thing, and this is so important. A super easy and convenient process is fantastic, but in a regulated industry like cannabis, it is absolutely meaningless if it isn't built on a solid foundation of trust and safety. And this is where that trust checklist comes in. Every single delivery has to be age verified. The packaging needs to be both safe and discreet for customer privacy. And maybe most important of all, the entire operation has to be fully compliant with state law. These aren't just suggestions, they are the absolute non-negotiable standards. Okay, on to section 4, more than just a delivery. Now that we've covered convenience and trust, let's peel back another layer, the community connection. I mean, think about it. A lot of delivery services are anonymous. They're just functional. You click a button, a product arrives, and that's it. The interaction is over. It's efficient, for sure, but it can be really impersonal. But there's another way to do it. A model where the service sees itself as an actual part of the community it serves. It's a huge shift from being just a faceless provider to being a neighbor. And here's what that actually looks like. By choosing to stock products from New York growers, by featuring local brands, every single order directly fuels the local cannabis economy. It means your purchase is supporting jobs and small businesses right there in your own region. It's a delivery with a real purpose.
All right, let's wrap this all up in section 5, the complete experience. Let's put all these pieces together: the convenience, the trust, and that community focus.
You know, this quote from the source material just perfectly captures the whole idea. Neighbors, that speaks to that local community vibe. Guides, that points to a commitment to providing information and safe access. And go-to source? Well, that's what you become when you're reliable, trustworthy, and convenient all at once. So when you put it all side by side, the contrast is just crystal clear. On one side, you have the old way, defined by traffic, hassle, and inconvenience. On the other, you've got the delivery model, offering same-day service, the ease of ordering from home, and the awesome benefit of supporting your local community. And that really leaves us with one big question. We've seen how this blend of tech and local focus works so well in this one industry. But could this be the blueprint for the future of all local retail? Now that is something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.